soul within the invisible universe needs to go to church, mosque, or any place of worship and thank God that Mark left the planet when he did. They have to thank God that only man came back. It was 3 Viltrumites. They sent the Grand Regents and the Viltrumites sent 3 Viltrumites, conquest being one amongst them, to come back to Earth after everything that happened the last time. Jeez. It's every day that I watch Invincible that I read Invincible that I realize, yes, I don't want to live in this world. This is a world that I would never be in. It would have been another Invincible day and an entire spaceship of people with technology that we don't even exactly know about. Sorry, child, the episode was pretty chill. It was pretty cool. I like this atonement arc that Nolan is going through. Actually, between him and Debbie, I really like. If you ask me personally, I don't want them to get back together. I do not like the precedence that sets, but you know, I might be in the minority for that. His interaction between him and Art was so funny because you could somewhat tell that Art was very uncomfortable the entire time, but Nolan couldn't tell until Nolan flew off and then he saw Art and Art just breathed out like and the entire episode I was waiting for them to cut to like where Cecil was, just to show how they were all dealing with the fact that, you know, Nolan was back on Earth. And then the final thing I wanted to talk about, Tech Jacket's change. Seeing Tech Jacket, it's been a while since I read the book, so I was like, seeing Tech Jacket's like, were you a girl? Were you always a girl? And then to find out that, oh no, this was like a gender swap that he made exclusively for the series was pretty cool. And then seeing her on the ship and then interacting with Oliver the way she was interacting, I was like, is this the direction they were going? Did they just gender swap her just because they wanted her to have like a love interest on Earth? I don't know. There's a whole thing with that, because obviously the reason why Oliver got interested in the person that he got interested in was because of like his cultural background, right? There were a lot of books that you would see on Earth where he himself wasn't really too comfortable with how people treated insects, because technically he's half insect, half Viltrumite. So he sort of had a soft spot for them, which sort of led to his romantic, you know, partner later on. But if this is where they are going, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's changed. It's how they executed in the end that will make me determine whether it's good or not. But it's